Yeah, my wonderful people, we're gonna hear this important headline. Oh, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the beginning of freedom for Africans. Is the beginning of freedom for Biafrans. Is the beginning of freedom for every youth, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. Is the beginning of freedom for the Arewa youths who have been in one way or the other been marginalized by their so-called leaders. It's also a beginning of the freedom of Sunday Igboho and his agitation for the Yoruba nation. So this one, that is the headline we are going to treat this morning. In another development, this one is under Nigerian news. Tunumbu attended Chicago State University, Chicago Varsity, but forged the certificate he submitted to MNK. This one is coming from an activist, Berogi, and also a writer at the same time. In another development, this one is under gist. Watch a moment, one man was being stopped from killing himself in Lagos. In short, the man nearly hung himself. Even inside that same development, my dear brothers and sisters, native doctor in Benue State hung himself. That means no foul, no yam, nothing again is coming to native doctor. How people see how this country has deteriorated today? They said that even native doctors don't see customers again. That warranted or pushed the man to hang himself. Anyway, my wonderful people, we don't have to waste much time. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here. We are going to read in between the lines. Hear the news in detail. But before that, please like, share, comment. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for a better and more interesting videos. Turn on the notification icon, be notified each time we go live or we post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Okay, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Draw closer and give me your listening ear. This message is being written by Esiaba Chibihe for Biafran reporters, and this message is being given to you in a broad daylight by Amandia Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. The truth must be told. If you are interested in the freedom and liberty of black race and you are silent in this current phase of Nnamdi Kanu's persecution by Nigerian government, you are nothing but a hypocrite and a liar. The struggle for emancipation of black race must begin by telling ourselves the truth and calling out injustice anywhere and anytime we saw any of them. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was traveling with a British passport when he was kidnapped, tortured, and forcibly renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria against his human rights and in violation of international and local laws of extradition. He has been illegally detained in Nigeria's DSS dungeon since June of 2021 till date. The pain and sacrifices he's paying has nothing to do with his own personal interest, but for the interest of a betterment of Africans and the Biafrans at large, even in the world at large, because a lot of sub-countries or subsections or sub-regions have been agitating to free themselves from the people that hold them hostage, just like the way Russia hold Ukraine hostage. But that one is a story for another day. The British government has been indirectly sabotaging the release of their citizens, making them accomplice to the predicament of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of British interest in the Biafran oil and gas. They have refused to speak the truth, but they should have in mind that no peace or sabotage can stop the coming of Biafra, either now or never. It doesn't matter what they do. We must have our independence, and they will leave Africa shamefully unless they retrace their steps and allow Africa to breathe. This one is from the writer of this very news. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prince of peace who controls millions of IPOB volunteers. He has committed no crime by demanding justice for over 3.5 million victims of Biafra genocide. His demand is Biafra's referendum, and no man born of a woman can stop him. As Nostradamus predicted that a powerful prince will arise from the trigger of gun, Africa, to defend his people. He will be the envy of other princes. They, that is other princes, will try to subdue his rise, but at the end, they will fall. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted, yet the Nigerian government has been disobeying their own court orders despite all the provocations by the so-called Nigerian government or Fulani government. We have remanded or remained peaceful, but to a limit. They have been sponsoring criminalities in Biafra lands just to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB a bad name. But they will continue to fail. It is what? Effort in fruitless. The world sees Africans as genuine pigs for vaccine experiments. Recently, World Health Organization recommended a second malaria vaccine for children and developed by Britain's Oxford University researcher, the R21 Strigmatrix M-shot. According to World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the vaccine will be rolled in some African countries in early 2024 and available in May 2024 in other nations. For how long shall we keep on living this way? We need revolutionaries. Every African should remain strong and join these new songs of revolution. Our land is our heritage, our future, and our hope. It is time to have our destiny in our hands. Africa will never be free until Biafra is free. The West has been using democracy and humanitarian aid to deceive and weigh us down. But this time, they can't stop us from calling them out against their forceful exploitation of African resources until they allow us brave. Add your voice in command for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release now. Biafra freedom and the release of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will usher in a new strength for the Africans to stand on their feet to fight and never give up. A free Biafra means a free and independent Africa at large. We rather die standing as heroes than kneeling kneeling before oppressors and repressions by Western imposed political puppets in our land. Remain blessed as we move. This message is being published and edited by Annie Kings, and this message is broadcasted to you by the Amandia Neze from Okute Dele Toko, giving to you this goes this early morning. In another development, Oga Tunumbu attended the University of Chicago, but we forged his certificate according to Borogi. A professor of journalism and newspaper columnist, Farouk Borogi, has said Bola Tunumbu did attend the Chicago State University. Nobody is in doubt about it. Okute News record that the Chicago State University had released Tunumbu's academic records following the request by the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Malam Abubakar. The university on Monday presented to Atiku's legal team a cache of documents connected to Tunumbu's education at the institution and copies of certificates with the addicted names issued to other persons. About the same time, the Nigerian president finished from the school in 1979. It also contained the president's admission record and a letter dated 27 June of 2022, confirming that he attended the university from August 1977 to 1979 June. Majoring in accounting, the letter said Mr. Tunumbu was awarded Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with honors on the 22nd of June of 1979. Reacting to the development in an interview on Arise TV on Wednesday, Borogi said the president attended Chicago State University but presented false results to the Independent National Electoral Commission. The newspaper columnist also claimed that Tunumbu's certificate forgery was not based on pretense but on carelessness. He said it has been established that Tunumbu attended and graduated from the Chicago State University. However, he forged the result he submitted to INEC. So what does that simplify? Can INEC or the Supreme Court do the needful? If this evidence is accepted by the Supreme Court, they must debate on this unconventional forgery, either by the spirit or letter of the law. I postulate that Tunumbu's certificate forgery was not based on pretense but on carelessness, not going to the appropriate authority to demand for what he wants, according to Borogi. Well, watch a moment. One man, he say he want to kill himself. My dear, you voted the Tunumbu. You are going nowhere. We all must suffer this suffer because not of one they shout, say Yagaban, say Yagaban. Now, Jagaban don't make all of them don't collect woto. We are going nowhere. Come, you people should stop this man. In short, after rescuing him, go and put him inside prison. Let him stay there. You want to kill yourself. Don't you know that it's a federal offense? A yet to be identified man has been rescued during an attempt to commit suicide on a Lekki Phase 1 link bridge in Lagos State. Okute News gathered that the man left a destination in the state and went to the bridge where he attempted to hang himself. Why no jump inside the lagoon? It was learned that some motorists and bystanders quickly intervened and prevented the man from hanging himself to death. A viral clip on social media showed the man struggling with good Samaritans who were doing their best to rescue him. The incident caused a gridlock along the major road. Although it is unclear why the man decided to end his life, onlookers blame the prevalent economic hardship. You can as well watch the video on the internet. I cannot attach it here because this one, YouTube will ban me. In other news, though, a herbalist identified as Tahemel Lobe reportedly hanged himself in a Ushongo local government area of Benue State. The incident happened in the wee hours of Saturday, 5th March, after his colleagues found his body suspended from a rope tied around his neck. Not 5th March, you. This one is what did they call himself? This one is what would I call it? 5th October, not 5th March, because this thing happened early hours of today. The deceased father, Lobe India, and his eldest son, Fatah Tahim, in separate chats with journalists, recalled that the colleague of the now deceased Oden Kachon brought him home around 10 p.m. Days after he was brought home, the deceased, who is married to 3 wives, went missing Friday morning and was later found to have committed suicide by hanging himself. When contacted, the Benue State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Catherine Anene, said she was yet to receive the reports of the incident. So, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, my good people of Okute Daily Talk channel, and I don't hear them, this one I can't give on that freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freedom to other Africans who have been held hostage by their so-called colonial masters who have turned them to slaves every now and then. So the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring a lot of freedom to a lot of people. Even a Yoruba nation that Igboho is at the forefront with Akintoye. Yeah, Akintoye. Media, they will also gain their freedom. That is why these people have refused to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyway, my wonderful people are here. Me, I go take back break. I'm coming back again with another blockbuster. I am signing out. Have a nice day and bye for now. Que mesiano.